Hi, it's Neil Sean here on your entertainment news with a lady who really needs no introduction. She's a barrel of laughs. It's the gorgeous Miss Rita Rudner. She's currently at the Leicester Square Theatre in the heart of London. Remember though, Rita?
I forgot what he told me to say.
If you miss it, you miss out.
If you miss it, you miss out there.
Don't miss Rita today on your entertainment news. Rita, lovely to finally catch up with you. Saw your show the other night at the Leicester Square Theatre. Still laughing days later.
I'm so excited about that because that's what I like to do. I like to put things in people's minds and then they experience them later and they go, oh, I'm doing what she said I'm doing.
Yeah, and there's so many things that, what I love about your comedy is you pick on things that everybody does and everybody really thinks, but I think certain people don't actually say out loud. You do.
That's my job. I have to look at things that other people look at and I have to think the right things. So when I look at young girls and they're in the sun and this is part of my act and I feel bad because they shouldn't be in the sun, but inside I go, fry you homewreckers fry. And I think all older women do that. And I do. I talk about well, normal things in my act, about being a mother and getting older. And I like to do things everybody can relate to and how the world is changing and how silly men are and how superficial and...
What I didn't realise when you were telling your stories and things, I didn't realise you started out as a dancer.
Yes.
And, you know, obviously you were successful because you were on Broadway.
10 years, 6 Broadway shows, yes.
Yeah. When you were doing the Broadway shows, did you always think you'd still be in dance? Because, I mean, it's a tough world, isn't it?
I loved it, but I danced from when I was 4 years old, and that was all I ever wanted to do. I never thought I'd ever be a comedian. I say I was never the class clown. I was rather boring. I was the class anesthesiologist. Oh, here you say class anesthetist. See, I've been inundating myself with all the different language styles that you have here.
Yeah.
But something happened and I tried comedy and I just loved it just as much as I love dancing. So I figured I might as well do something that I could do when I got a bit older. So when I was about 26, I said I switched from comedy to dancing. I started, I was on Broadway in a show called Annie, playing Lily St. Regis, and after Annie was over, I would go across the street to a bar called the Ye Olde Triple Inn, and because they let amateurs on stage, and 2 or 3 nights a week they rented a microphone, and I would just stand on stage and start trying to write jokes. And it was scary because the stage was here, and here was a dartboard, and people had been drinking. And I did take my life in my hands to pursue my craft.
Well, Rita, it's been a thrill to finally meet you in the flesh.
Well, thank you.
You are at the Leicester Square Theatre in the heart of London.
Yes.
And you won't get knocked down by a gay guy dressed as a ballerina, as Marilyn Monroe, as you first said.
Yes. Well, it's a really nice theatre, although my daughter did describe it. She said, Mommy, it smells like the bottom of my socks. But
it's a lovely venue. We love
I
it,
know,
really.
and I said, Molly, I don't think so. She said, well, then smell my socks. So I said, Molly, stop it. She makes me laugh all the time.
And you're on this week.
But it doesn't really smell like the bottom.
No,
I've been
lovely.
in theaters that smelled really bad, much worse than that. So if you
thought
want,
you had a lovely dress. The lighting was lovely.
Clean.
And I thought
Everything's
you looked
really
gorgeous.
clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the dressing room like? We'll gossip after camera.